What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back inside, of course, the free-to-play account. The thumbnail had like gold 1 soon or something like that, and yeah, if that was my main account, Arena would be in a very bad situation considering gold 4, once you play long enough, it's pretty easy to just chill in once you get Arbiter, but it seems like until you get Arbiter, fighting to get to gold 4 is still difficult, and that's because, well, speed is king in the arena. And I was going to do a video a few days ago talking about a team you could build, which is basically like the gold standard arena team. Everybody, when you start off, this is the team you're going to be building. But today, I actually jumped into the arena and have been trying a completely different team. So if you've been following along in this free-to-play series, you'll know that I've taken Shieldguard recently to level 60, so rank 6. He just now got to level 60 recently, as in like a few minutes ago, and also fully did his masteries. But today, I want to show you guys this team because, to be honest, it's completely different than what the team I was going to show you all in the video I was going to do a few days ago. I ended up not doing it. I ended up scrapping it because I didn't really like the way it turned out. But this team is actually pretty nice. So typically, the gold standard beginner arena team looks something like this, okay? You have Elhain here, Apothecary, let's say Diabolist, okay? Because Diabolist is what most people are going to be using. And then you have Spirit Host. So essentially what you got going on here is you have a Speed Aura leader, so increases ally speed in all battles. You want either all battles or the arena specifically. Next, the first person in your team to go would be your Diabolist. All these champions on the bottom are farmable. The champion on the top will be your starter, Kale, Gallic, whoever it is, okay? Aethel, Elhain, which I have. Diabolist will go first. Basically, you want her to be super, super fast and have good accuracy because her A3 ability does need accuracy to deplete the enemy's turn meter. Doesn't need accuracy to increase your turn meter, but getting both of these effects once she gets to 3-star Ascension is very, very important. So get Diabolist in there. War Maiden, decreased defense. Ideally, you want War Maiden to go right after Spirit Host because Spirit Host is going to give the increased attack to all allies, helping War Maiden do a little bit more defense or a little bit more damage on her defense breaks or A3 ability, which decreases enemies' defense by 60%, which is absolutely huge. War Maiden, absolutely amazing champion. Definitely get her, invest in her books, whether it's farming her from the campaign or just using some books on her. That's what I did, actually. I kind of rushed the process. I didn't farm that much of Deadlands, but we already know about War Maiden, absolutely amazing. And then your nuker nukes, okay? She benefits from the increased attack plus the decreased defense. However, whenever I took Shieldguard to level 60, he doesn't benefit from the increased attack, right? Because he's a defense-based champion. So here I had Apothecary, which is a similar role as Diabolist, being a speed booster. He's pretty fast, okay? I farmed quite a bit of Palace of Aravia. He's 224 speed, sitting in Silver 2, which honestly, there's no real teams with speed boosters. And even this one, Astrolith team, I did perfectly fine. I mean, she has a pretty big speed aura, but there's really no speed auras here. So I don't know if I'm just super fast or if everybody's just super slow and doesn't even care about the speed. But I feel like a 225 speed Apothecary is pretty good, especially where I'm at right now in the arena. But since Shieldguard didn't benefit from the increased attack, I felt like Spirit Host was almost in a dead position, to be honest. I mean, because this 10% increased speed is nice. 10% aura in all in all battles for the arena specifically is nice. Definitely 10% speed. But for Shieldguard, it's only like an extra 8 speed because it goes off your base speed, which his is 89. So about 9 extra speed, which is nice. But if Apothecary is going first and boosting everybody's turn meter, my whole team's going to go before them, basically, right? A 30% speed boost plus the, 15% turn meter boost? Yeah, my team's going to be going first. So what I did is actually made a team that typically I just see people here, like this Elhain. I'm like, okay, this is easy. They have no speed aura, so I can fight this easily. I made basically the same team. However, since my Apothecary is so fast, I've realized that taking that speed aura loss, but getting 2 damage dealers in here, being Elhain plus Shieldguard, is actually worth it. We have 2 AoE attacks, which I've learned is actually pretty impactful. I mean, because a big thing was happening for a while was basically Elhain was not able to do enough damage to actually kill everybody in her one turn because typically they'd come back, kill a few people, and my team would just be ruined. So having Shieldguard plus Elhain has actually turned out to be much better than I expected, to be honest, because before I was going to make a video, hey, have the speed aura, have the speed booster, have the debuffer, and have 1 big damage dealer, have your increased attack. But to be quite honest, this is actually working pretty good. And I've been cruising through a lot of the matches pretty easily. Now, obviously, this is Silver 2. Let me know where or kind of how you feel the arena is doing right now for wherever you're at in the game. I actually waited a little while before doing this video just so I could get an extra arena refill. We have like, I think 2 arena refills. One from the daily thing after you spend so much time in the game, you get the free one. Plus, I have a free refill from an update I believe yesterday or something. I don't know. We have a few. So I'm hoping to just be able to cruise through these ranks and show you guys what's happening. Let me show you the gear on these champions real quick in case you're curious on each one of these champions, kind of how they're built. Obviously, Elhain and Shieldguard are both level 60, fully mastered. It does make a pretty big difference having those level 60s. I mean, they hit a lot harder, right? Elhain doesn't do it. She's not really geared like she should be because I had to move the lifesteal gear over to Shieldguard. Both these champions are still geared to do their main function in dungeons and campaign and all that content, but they work perfectly for the arena. I just made sure my Apothecary and my War Maiden both go before these champions. So Shieldguard's sitting at 166 speed, which another thing about him is this A2, when he crits everybody, he's basically getting another turn, an 80% turn meter boost if he crits all 4 people, right? So 20% per person. Obviously, it's a weak hit. If it's a weak hit, he's not going to get any turn meter boost from that, unfortunately. But his crit damage, kind of low. His defense, kind of low. Definitely like to improve that. But Elhain is bringing in some extra damage. Pretty good attack. I'd say decent, at least compared to Shieldguard's defense. Both of their damage dealing stats. Her crit damage is not really that good either. Crit rate 97%, unfortunately, not 100%, but not a big deal. It's the best I could do with the gear I had. And then we have War Maiden sitting at 180 speed. So Elhain is at 165. I would like for her to be a little bit faster for other content, but it is what it is. As long as Apothecary is the fastest, then War Maiden, then Elhain and Shieldguard, we're good to go. Obviously, War Maiden, perception gear is amazing. Get her pretty fast, get her speed tuned with your team properly, and then get her accuracy in an appropriate amount. 153 accuracy. I haven't seen anybody resist me, so we should be pretty good to go there. And I'll show you guys my 3v3 setup as well. But this team has actually been doing surprisingly well. I'm actually very impressed at how well having 2 damage dealers do in the arena. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you're not going first, you're still going to get messed up, okay? You're going to have a bad experience in the arena if you're not going first. Hopefully, Shieldguard gets another turn here. We may get another A2 ability to be used because that Cycle of Violence does have a chance of reducing the cooldown if he deals, 30% of the target's max HP. So it does happen a lot in the campaign. Not as much in the arena, obviously, because they're a little bit more tanky. But in the campaign, he's doing that no problem. Also, being able to cleanse that freeze off of himself because of his passive ability, so nice. Torments, not a big deal, right? I don't see very many Torments in this level of arena, thankfully, but it's actually saved me several times. So we're going to keep cruising through this. Once we get finished out with our medals, I'm going to go ahead and jump into 3v3 and show you guys what's going on. But as you can see, I'm just going through this list and picking any and all teams, not even worried about what the setup is, nothing. Just going through, picking them, entering them. Granted, I do have 2 level 60, so hopefully we start climbing a little bit further and show you guys what's going on. But if you can get your speed booster, whether you have an Apothecary, whether you have Diabolist, whether you have Haikatoon is an excellent champion. She would work perfect. She has a speed aura for the leader spot. Definitely, if you have Haikatoon, throw her in that leader spot. You don't really need Apothecary in that case because you don't really plan on surviving much more, or attacking much more than that first turn. So you could do something like Haikatoon. If you're going to do a similar setup to me, it would be, literally everything I have except for no Apothecary, Haikatoon instead. Let's look at her. So she has her A2 ability, fills turn meter at 15%, and plays 30% increased speed. Exactly the same as Apothecary. She also has a decreased turn meter on her A3 by 15%, which is nice. It's a chance to land, so it may not always land, but you really don't have to do much investment into Haikatoon. Just get her to 3-star Ascension. She's going to be good to go for you. And she has that 19% speed aura in all battles. Her base speed may be a little bit lower than Apothecary's. Let's see. So she had 104 base speed at 6-star. And then Apothecary is at, which getting on a 6-star could change that. 6-star fully ascended could change the base speed. 106 from Apothecary, a little bit of a difference. My Apothecary also benefits from the Faction Guardians at +3 speed from there. So either way, the 19% speed is a huge deal though, for sure, having her in the aura if you're struggling against winning the speed battles. Now this team right here is pretty good. Full team of level 60s, essentially. This guy's not level 60, but let's see how we do, okay? Seal the Drakes, so we know they've at least been playing 180 days, right? That's what you got to play to get Seal the Drakes. We're going to go ahead and, okay, everybody's also Magic Affinity. So Shieldguard's not going to be doing as good as he could, right? I'm surprised she didn't res on auto, to be honest. I definitely kind of thought she would res on auto. We might take a beating here. Yeah, okay. So this is where it's going to kind of turn for the worst. Let's see if we can get back to Shieldguard's turn. I really want to kill Seal the Drakes. If we kill her, not a big deal. Get the reser out of the way. Not quite. And then I think we are basically dead here because now at this point, if they get the res off, we're not going to be able to break through their defenses. If Elhain was a little bit more tanky, if I had a little bit more crit damage on my champions, this would be perfectly fine. But the arena, once you get into a team that you enjoy playing, the arena is not bad. Obviously, we can go into all the benefits of doing arena. You need to do it because of the great haul benefits that you do get, which in the next few days, I will be making my first true investment into the great haul. I've kind of been slacking on it recently. I have quite a few medals. I think we're sitting at 516 medals. So I can make quite a few upgrades, like 3 or 4 into whatever I choose. Waiting for some missions to come up. Let's choose the Siffy team. Siffy's not scary, okay? Siffy is not scary in the arena, especially since she's in the resist lead. Nobody even resisted me. I'm kind of surprised. So that just goes to show you, plus 80 resistance, and still nobody resisted my War Maiden. Now, if Siffy had like a Gorgorab in the leader, that might be a little more scary. Now, this team right here is probably going to be a loss. Double my team power, all level 60. Skull Lord probably in a shield set, maybe? Okay, he's really good in a shield set because he has really high base HP. So you can stack a lot of HP total on him, get big benefits from the shield set. Now, it's interesting, okay? This just goes to show that just because a team's full of level 60s may not mean that much. Now, I'm not going to speak too soon because this ninja could mess me up for sure, right? But let's see. I don't know. Let's see how this works out. So we got some counterattacks on Kandrifon. If we kill Kandrifon, no big deal. We should be perfectly fine. Okay. Working down the Skull Lord Vargal. All right. Okay. This might not be like, okay. So he cleansed the heal reduction off of himself. Very nice. The Strengthen is kind of annoying from Skull Lord. Does Lifesteal, okay, cleanse the Provoke, cleanse the True Fear. It doesn't matter. You can't stop Shield. This is actually going to show how good Shieldguard is. Now we have 2 debuffs there. We cleanse the heal reduction. That's actually fine. Let's see. So we are strong affinity. Skull Lord doing, or not Skull Lord, Shieldguard doing absolute work against this team. I think that earns his keep on my account for sure, right? Silver 2, getting close to Silver 3. Let's go ahead and get into Silver 3, guys, and that'll be the video. I'm going to show you guys some 3v3 stuff as well, but this really I just want to share with you guys that, hey, while I push heavily that, hey, speed is king, get speed auras, increase attack, do your nuking after that, if you can build a team like this, or you have to kind of build a team like this where you invest in a champion who doesn't even benefit from the increased attack, it could work out very well for you. Now, Elhain against Kale. The battle of the starters. Who wins out here? Who is going to be the victor? Elhain wins in the arena. Unfortunately, in the clan boss, Kale wins by a long shot. And I'm kind of kicking myself at this point for not picking Kale. Not really. I wanted to go with Elhain. I do like her. But in the clan boss, I would have been way further progressed had I picked Kale. For sure. Now, the one downside about having Shieldguard, one big downside, is that a lot of people are magic affinity, so a lot of weak hits. He is defense based, so he can take a hit most of the time, but being magic affinity, he's getting weak hits, not doing as much damage. So keep that all in mind. But I think we're doing pretty good on this streak. Let's go ahead and do this team. Another full team of level 60s. Can we do it? They have Shaman. Who uses Shaman? They have 2 res champs, so we really need to clear them in one go on auto. And this team I set all the presets to. Elhain likes to do her A2 ability on auto. I don't like that ability. So I went ahead and set all the presets to use the correct things that I want him to use, turn it on full auto. Sometimes the AI is a little bit weird if certain conditions aren't met. So I definitely recommend, if you have a specific arena team you want to use, definitely go ahead in there, set the presets so you can do auto comfortably and not have to worry about maybe Apothecary not speed boosting because somebody took damage and now he doesn't want to speed boost. So there's been a lot of weird situations happen similar to that. So I just set their AI and we're good to go. I would rather have killed Shaman there, but because Scylla Drake's already used her res. Ninja is also someone I would love to kill right now. We needed some crit rate gloves on Apothecary so he can crit more often in those heals. I think Elhain's going to die here, unfortunately. Is Shieldguard okay? She didn't die. She didn't die. Perfect. Unfortunately, Shieldguard may have to flex again on everybody and show what's up. I don't know. Let's see. Turn on full auto, Shieldguard. This is all you, buddy. This is all you. I don't think you're going to get very far considering you haven't killed him yet. But this is just goes to show we need even more crit damage on these champions. Crit damage, overall defense stats, overall attack. Now, when it comes to 3v3, this is going to be a struggle, okay? Super difficult because you don't really have enough champions. Like I have 2 level 60 champions, okay? I'm going to switch Spirit Host. Honestly, this third team, I'm going to take Shieldguard. I don't know who does more damage, Shieldguard or Elhain. I think Shieldguard can do a little bit more. So we'll go ahead and do this. These will be my teams, okay? So the first one will win, the third one will win, but the second one, they're probably going to lose every match. Until I get some more level 60s, it's going to be difficult. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do your matches because 1, you should get your gold bars from at least your 5 for your advanced quest. Get your advanced quest done. Get some 5-star chickens sooner. Get those books sooner. Your 4-star chickens, the whole 9 yards. But also be working towards getting the direct star fragments. Now, I haven't bought every single days of these like I should. I've bought quite a few. I think I have like 2 or 3. Definitely missed out on a few days. I mean, it's hard to farm enough, right? Because I get so few medals per 3-time victory. And I don't get very many 3 victories. Usually it's like 2 victories, sometimes it's even 1 victory, but 1 victory is better than nothing. However, you do want to make sure you're falling into your series 10 out of 10. Okay, make sure you're doing this so then you at least get the 410 per week. So then you can start buying some direct star fragments. You can see down here, I did buy some energy. I think energy has big value. Obviously, in my champion training tournament currently, this energy came in a big use for sure. I mean, 300 energy goes over the cap. It's not energy refills, so it doesn't matter what level you are. Very, very nice. Ancient shards, I don't quite have enough bars to actually buy these. And the direct star fragments is a guaranteed, very, very good legendary. So I've opted to go for this. I did buy some of these a few days ago for a mission only, but the 2 things I'm gonna be buying right now are the champion fragments for direct star and the energy. Once I start getting to a point where I can farm higher in 3v3, I may start picking up some of these other things. But honestly, champion fragments, ancient shards, and energy are like the main drawing points for these low levels of arena. And it takes so long to actually farm them. So just get what you can when you can. But the main thing I want to share with you guys is when it comes to the arena, if you aren't able to get a speed aura team going, like a typical recommended team, the typical gold standard basic beginner team, don't hesitate. Don't feel bad about going ahead and doing this. Still, you want to make sure your speed booster is super fast, because if you go second, you're going to have a bad situation most likely. But hey, this is the team I'm using. I think it's going to do pretty well. I think it could be the ticket into gold 1. Obviously, I want to get to gold 1 as soon as possible. Once we upgrade some of these champion stats, it'll definitely be a smooth road, I think, into gold 1. Now, the downside is if he gets decreased defense, he's going to take more damage and do less damage. So kind of a double-edged sword there with the defense-based champion. So basically cleared this list. Can we get it cleared, God? Can we get this list fully cleared? I got to keep looking over at my video to make sure it's still recording. Dang, it's just like 1 turn and we kill them all. I made this team earlier today, okay? And I got to say, I'm pretty impressed with how it worked. For some reason, I was thinking that the increased attack on Elhain was such a big benefit, but I didn't want to take my Shieldguard's gear and put it back on Elhain, because Shieldguard, I think, is going to give me more benefit throughout my account. So I had to realize, okay, well, the 10% speed aura is not really giving me that much. I don't need the increased attack for Shieldguard in the arena. My Elhain's second rate gear is not good enough to justify putting her in over Shieldguard. So what can I do? Let's try this. And it seemed to work pretty good. I want to find a team with a speed aura lead and see how we can do against them. Let's see how this works. He's super annoying. If he gets a turn, oh, I hate it so much if Skullcrusher gets a turn, because of the unkillable plus the counterattacks plus how slow he is. It's just nasty. Pretty smooth, I would say so myself. Let's go see if we can find any speed auras. I guess that's another benefit. There's no real speed aura teams here. But I got a feeling even if there was, well, actually that team did have a speed aura and we're still faster. They have a 19%, I think, battle stage. I don't know, but it's a decently high, well, maybe 15%. But cruising through, pretty nice. Obviously, once we get higher in the arena, if we start seeing arbiter teams, this isn't going to work as well. But we're going to need more speed aura than 10% anyways to get arbiter teams killed, because that's going to be a nasty situation. Arbiter 30% speed aura. It's going to be rough. It's definitely going to be rough. I hope to not see any arbiter teams until gold 2. But hey, we're approaching silver 4 now. See what we can get done. Definitely once we hit gold 1, I'll be excited. Faster Great Hall medals being earned. Faster way to upgrade the Great Hall. And I haven't even done any upgrades yet. So we'll be talking about those in the next few days. Let's see if Shieldguard can finish this out for me. The last one for the video. Make sure it's a win, Shieldguard. Go ahead, buddy. You've soloed Skull Lord. I think you can handle this. Simple and Shaman. She's already done her res, okay? Boom. There's 1 and there's 2, baby. There we go. Shieldguard's doing work. Maybe the team should just be him by himself. Nah, Elhain does help him do a little bit more, help him a little bit out to make sure he does enough damage to actually kill everybody. Let's go ahead and here to the defense. I did set up the presets here as well. Opener. Obviously, well, let's go ahead and make sure he does, because maybe he's weird sometimes. War Maiden. And boom. Okay, there we go. We're good to go now. And you'll see in this preset team that I have right here, I have everything set as well. Okay, so we have Elhain doing her A3, Shieldguard A2, Apothecary A3, and then War Maiden using her ability 3 also. So definitely something to keep in mind. Makes your auto life much, much easier. Dang, guys, I'm having fun with this arena team. I gotta say, I'm having fun with it. Let's see. Here we go. Boom. I also love that Shieldguard's able to get all those crits, get back to another turn, and potentially have another AoE in the arena. So nice. I was wondering how we do against level 60 Brogni. I'm surprised I don't see more shield sets, especially from teams who probably able to get a shield set. But a shield set on Brogni is so good, especially in these low-level arenas when you can't cleanse a shield set very easily. Having somebody put a shield set on is just going to make it so annoying for me. Immortal sets are very annoying as well, especially on high HP champions who are fast, because a lot of times these low levels, you can't, it's hard to out damage people who are healing a lot, right? Looks like this guy 31 minutes ago, just before the video, it looks like, hit my team. Pretty tanky team, no real damage here. Simple, decreased defense. These two champions are pretty tanky though, I think. So, hey, no level 60s makes a huge, huge difference, guys. But thank you all very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Let's take a look at my Great Hall before we finish it out. We got not really much invested in. Did pick up some crit damage for my Shieldguard. Maybe we get more. Maybe we go somewhere else. But only time will tell. We'll find out in the hopefully a few days from now, because once we finish the Void Potions this weekend on Sunday, we can start doing some Great Hall stuff and then hopefully move through these pretty well. Yeah, so that is what it is, guys. Thank you all very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.